The 2026 Porsche 911 is disrupting the American sports car market. For decades, the automotive world accepted a predictable path of progress. The newer car is always faster, more high-tech, and more efficient than the last. But we have reached a major evolutionary milestone that has left automotive purists and high-end buyers in complete shock. While authoritative publications like Car and Driver and Motor Trend continue to rank the 911 as the absolute performance benchmark, the new mid-generation lifecycle refresh, known internally as the 992.2 generation, brings radical changes to the vehicle's infrastructure. This isn't just a minor bumper update or a fresh set of paint options. This is a profound shift in how sports cars are built, sold, and driven in the United States. If you are currently cross-shopping a new or certified pre-owned 911 against a Chevrolet Corvette Z06, a BMW M4 Competition, or an exotic like a used McLaren or Ferrari, you need to understand that the rules of real-world ownership have completely transformed. Porsche has managed to deliver staggering performance jumps across the entire 17-model lineup. However, in doing so, they have introduced technology that breaks century-old traditions, creating massive panic, confusion, and a frantic reshuffle in the enthusiast car market. The most immediate jarring shock for American drivers happens the exact moment you step inside the cabin of the 2026 model. For over 60 years, every single Porsche 911 ever manufactured featured a highly specific interior signature, a massive mechanical tachometer, physical needle positioned dead center in the driver's line of sight, flanked by smaller analog gauges. That legendary layout is officially dead. For 2026, the 911 has completely transitioned to a fully digital 12.6-inch curved instrument display. While the screen can toggle to display a classic 5-gauge digital rendering, the tactile thrill of a real physical needle sweeping toward redline has been permanently deleted in favor of pixels. But the digital transformation doesn't stop there. Reach down to the left side of the steering wheel, the historic spot where Porsche famously kept a physical twist key ignition as a nod to its Le Mans racing heritage. That mechanical ignition switch has been pulled out, replaced by a sanitized generic electronic push-button start. To many purists, these changes feel like a deep betrayal of the car's soul. However, when you look at actual consumer habits and vehicle data, a completely different narrative emerges. US automotive reviewers note that this cabin tech overload finally brings the 911 up to the luxury and connectivity standards expected of high-end executive sedans and luxury SUVs without completely burying functionality in infinite, frustrating submenus. The new dashboard runs a highly optimized Porsche communication management system that delivers blazing fast processing speeds, an integrated vehicle app store, and native Amazon Alexa integration via Porsche Voice Pilot. For the American daily driver who commutes through heavy traffic on the 405 in Los Angeles or navigates highway gridlock in Chicago, standard upgrades like wireless Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, over-the-air software bug fixes, a dedicated wireless phone charging pad, and an optional 18-way adaptive sports seating package make this car incredibly livable. Furthermore, audiophiles can now option premium Bose or Burmester surround sound stereos integrated with advanced Dolby Atmos acoustic technology, transforming a harsh, loud cabin into a world-class rolling concert hall. It's a complete luxury tech package, but it raises an unsettling question. Has Porsche engineered out the visceral mechanical feel that made the 911 an icon?
To answer that question, we have to look past the screens and analyze the engineering data underneath the sheet metal. The performance figures of the 2026 lineup are nothing short of mind-boggling, but they come with a massive catch that is radically changing vehicle dynamics. Let's look at the entry-level Carrera models. armed with a heavily updated 3-liter twin-turbocharged flat-6 engine featuring optimized intercoolers borrowed directly from older turbo models. The base Carrera now generates a reliable 388 horsepower, launching from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds flat. Moving up the ladder, the Carrera 4S produces an aggressive 473 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, paired with a lightning-fast 8-speed Porsche Doppelkupplung dual-clutch automatic transmission and all-wheel drive, enabling a 0 to 60 sprint of just 3.1 seconds. But the true source of the market shock is concentrated at the absolute top of the food chain, the new 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. For the first time in history, Porsche has introduced specialized, high-performance hybrid technology to its Apex flagship. They downsized the main internal combustion engine block from a 3.7-liter down to a 3.6-liter variant. By itself, this new Boxer engine produces 630 horsepower, which is technically 10 horsepower less than the previous generation. However, Porsche engineers integrated an electric motor directly inside the housing of the 8-speed PDK transmission, powered by a compact, ultra-lightweight 1.9 kilowatt-hour battery pack. This electric assist instantly injects an additional 70 horsepower and immense torque straight to the drivetrain, bringing the total combined output to an earth-shattering 701 horsepower and nearly 600 pound-feet of torque. The real-world testing data for this new hybrid system defies belief. In independent performance tests, the 2026 Turbo S achieved a real-world 0 to 60 mile/hour launch time of an astonishing 2.02 seconds. Because the turbochargers are driven electrically, turbo lag has been completely eradicated. The power delivery is instantaneous, violent, and relentless, allowing the vehicle to lap the iconic Nürburgring racetrack a staggering 14 seconds faster than its predecessor. To handle this massive surge in power, Porsche widened the rear tires by 10 millimeters to a massive 325 section width and fitted the largest Porsche ceramic composite brake setup ever installed on a two-door model, utilizing massive 420 millimeter front rotors and race-derived brake pad compounds for zero brake fade. But this extreme performance requires a structural trade-off. The addition of the hybrid battery, electric motors, complex active cooling flaps, and electro-hydraulic chassis control systems has added more than 200 pounds of dead weight to the car. Even though the advanced electric power steering, wider tracks, and revised suspension mounts manage to completely mask this weight on a track, purists argue that the car has lost its lightweight agility. It has transitioned from an intuitive mechanical sports car into a highly advanced computer-controlled hyper-weapon. This brings us to a massive dilemma currently facing American buyers trying to navigate the 2026 market. Porsche doesn't just sell one version of the 911. They offer an overwhelming matrix of 17 distinct models, body styles, and special editions. Choosing the wrong trim can mean the difference between owning a highly usable daily commuter and buying an appreciating liability, or a punishingly stiff track car. The lineup is divided into very clear categories. The daily drivers, consisting of the base Carrera, Carrera 4, and Carrera S, available in traditional coupe, open-top cabriolet, or the iconic glass-roofed Targa configurations. These models focus on ride comfort, four-season versatility, and premium road manners. The sweet spot, the GTS family, which bridges the gap by offering track-focused suspension tuning, more aggressive exterior styling, and increased horsepower without the extreme price tag of a turbo. The all-weather Interceptors, the 911 Turbo and Turbo S models, combining luxury leather cabins with hypercar-slaying all-wheel drive traction. The track purists, the naturally aspirated 4.0-liter GT3 and Extreme GT3 RS models, featuring massive top-mounted wings, loud exhaust notes, and motorsport aerodynamics. To make matters even more complicated for collectors, Porsche has unleashed an aggressive wave of low-production, highly exclusive special editions. These include the highly customized Sonderwunsch tailored builds that resemble high-fashion art pieces, the ultra-limited Carrera T Club Coupe celebrating 70 years of the Porsche Club of America, and the gorgeous 2026 Porsche 911 Spirit 70. The Spirit 70 is a pure throwback masterpiece. Priced at a staggering sticker price of $270,880, it features classic gold badging, an old-school 1970 Porsche crest on the wheels and remote key fob, retro checkerboard cloth seating inserts, and a 532-horsepower Boxer engine. With so much variety, buyers are flooding online forums trying to figure out which options actually matter. If you are ordering a 911, options like the front axle lift are mandatory to avoid scraping the low front bumper on steep driveway entries. Extended fuel tanks are highly sought after for road trip usability. But the single biggest deciding factor in the entire 2026 lineup comes down to 3 pedals. Manual gearboxes have been completely banned from the standard Carrera and Turbo lines, saved only for highly specialized enthusiast variants like the GT3 or rare limited editions. If you want a manual, your options are few, your wait times are long, and your wallet is going to take a massive hit.
This brings us to the brutal, dark reality of the American Porsche buying process, the corporate bottleneck known as the allocation trap. While the broader automotive market for standard sedans and SUVs has normalized, the market for a new 2026 Porsche 911 is governed by artificial scarcity and intense dealership politics. You cannot simply walk into a US Porsche center with $200,000 and expect to order a 911 to your exact specifications. Instead, corporate factory build slots, known as allocations, are strictly rationed out to dealerships based on sales volume. Because demand vastly outstrips supply, dealerships hold all the cards. To secure a highly desirable allocation for a new Carrera S, GTS, or Turbo, buyers are routinely forced to pay massive dealer market adjustments, direct cash markups ranging anywhere from $20,000 to over $100,000 above the vehicle's actual MSRP sticker price. If you refuse to pay the markup, you are placed on a multi-year waiting list where you may never actually receive a car. Alternatively, dealers will expect you to build a purchase history by buying luxury electric SUVs or pre-owned vehicles you don't want just to earn the privilege of ordering a 911. Furthermore, base retail prices for the 2026 model year have experienced an immediate jump of $10,000 to $15,000 across the board compared to previous years. A well-optioned 2026 Turbo S now easily flirts with the $317,000 mark before taxes. This pricing surge and allocation bottleneck have created a massive secondary shockwave in the used car market. Because buyers cannot secure new build slots, clean, pre-owned 992.1 generation cars and analog 997 models with manual transmissions are holding their values with ironclad resilience, completely defying traditional vehicle depreciation curves. For American drivers, the 911 remains an engineering triumph, but the process of buying one has become an elite financial battlefield. So what is the final brutal truth about the 2026 Porsche 911? Despite the controversial deletion of the analog gauge needles, the push-button starter, the creeping weight of high-performance hybrid systems, and the exhausting gatekeeping of dealership politics, the 911 continues to sit entirely alone at the apex of the sports car world. It occupies a flawless sweet spot that no other manufacturer has ever successfully cloned. It is not an unreliably fragile, overly dramatic mid-engined exotic that breaks down on a long road trip, nor is it a mass-market heavy muscle car. It remains a precision track weapon that you can realistically drive to the office on a rainy Monday morning, pack with luggage or kids in the back seats, and park on a public street without constant anxiety. The structural and digital changes implemented in 2026 aren't a sign that Porsche has lost its way, they are a calculated blueprint for survival.
In an era where emissions laws and corporate regulations are actively killing off high-performance internal combustion sports cars, Porsche did what it does best. They adapted, re-engineered, and conquered. The 2026 911 might be more digital, more expensive, and harder to buy than ever before, but make no mistake, it is still the undisputed king of the road. The future has arrived, and if you have the capital to bypass the dealer trap, there is still no substitute.